Welcome to a very long overdue review on a game that is the most requested wrestling game that I have ever had. That's right, it is WWE Smackdown vs. Raw 2010. This game was released for the PlayStation 3, PlayStation Portable, Wii, Nintendo DS, Xbox 360, mobile and PlayStation 2. I'm still amazed how they try and milk every cent they can by releasing a game for a console that is a decade old. Wow. I still remember the good old trailer for this game and how it advertised the words, "It's your world now." Which made me think, hey cool, they seem to be focusing on other aspects of the game more instead of just the gameplay and the graphics. And that is exactly what they did. This game doesn't feel like a simple update such as a few of the previous titles did. It really does come across as a new Smackdown game. When you push start, you're welcome to a training facility which teaches you how to do all of the moves in the game. And it is very fluid and simple to learn. And it is also very easy to get back to anytime you want. Simply just push start at the menu screen. Which brings me to the menu screen. The menu is actually simplified and is very easy to navigate. No fancy background, which I never really cared for, just straight to any of the options. The game has all of the typical matches, nothing really new here, but that's not the point this year. There is also a new Rivals feature, which I liked because you can choose the allies and the enemies for any superstar, which will influence the matches if the interference is on. The loading times are excellent, probably, if not, one of the quickest in any Smackdown game. The roster in this game consists of 67 superstars. Stone Cold's character model is not initially in the game, but he can be purchased online. The graphics have not been largely updated. I don't really think they need to because 2009 had good graphics. There is a lot of new animations as well as old, but still a lot of the animations don't feel largely recycled from the previous Smackdown games. The entrances are all pretty much the same as far as I could tell, although the belts look like they are a little bit on the small side. The gameplay as far as visuals go have definitely been changed. They have gotten rid of the names, meters and the little body that represents damage at the top of the screen. It's all gone. They now have a little halo around your superstar, which is actually pretty cool. This is simplistic and all you really need, and it doesn't distract you while you're playing. There are even small little details in which help replicate the WWE representation of the actual shows, such as the WWE logo in the bottom of the corner and the copyright logo at the end of the show, which is really great to see. I did wonder why they got rid of the little bodies in the top of the corner that show damage, but then I quickly saw the damage on my opponent's chest and back and realized, wow, they are the damage indicators. You work on the chest long enough and it will turn red and even bleed. Now the blood is different as well. The blood from the head may not seem that great at first, but it eventually gets worse and worse and stains everything, like on the actual program. The controls are relatively the same, although the reversal buttons have now been reassigned to just one button. And if you want, there is a little help indicator, letting you know when to push a reversal button. The road to Wrestlemania is back again, and there are new stories to experience. So, you have a selection of Edge, Triple H and John Cena, which is co-op, but you can still choose to play single player. There's also Randy Orton, Shawn Michaels, Mickie James, and a custom road to WrestleMania for your created wrestler. Each road to WrestleMania will give you optional bonus challenges to do, and I really recommend you accomplish them as it unlocks certain things. Now I haven't fully completed all the roads yet, but so far they seem pretty decent. The Royal Rumble was definitely not forgotten about this year. It has new gameplay animations, and instead of a somewhat annoying status bar, which required strenuous button mashing to perform for nearly every opponent, has now been replaced with multiple QuickTime features that are actually enjoyable. They added a new backstage area as well, which is alright, perhaps not as interactive as I would have liked, but still there are 4 more locked backstage matches in which I hadn't unlocked yet. So I guess they could very well make up for it, but I had a lot of fun with this match regardless. I suppose I better talk about the brand spanking new feature of the game, which was the main hype for this game anyway. Create a story. Honestly, I wasn't too sure what to think about this, so I reserved my judgment and tried it out and from what I played, it's actually pretty cool and fun. It has tons of animations and cutscenes to choose from, and you can write your own text into each scene. It may take a bit of getting used to, but when you do have it down, you can let your imagination run wild and make the feud you've always wanted to see. And when you're done, you can share your story online for anybody who wants to see it. And you can download other people's stories as well and play through them, which in essence means there's always a good reason to keep playing this game again and again for a long time. I do have to say, for the first time feature such as creating a story, it really is pretty cool. The Create a Wrestler does have some changes, such as the items are more 3D, and there is a point system, which gets used up when you add more clothing items to your created wrestler, etc. There are times where you may not be able to add everything you want to your created wrestler, because you used up all the points. So yeah, overall THQ hit the ball out of the park in this game. There are some cons in this game, such as the targeting system. For instance, if you have more than say 3 wrestlers in a ring, it's hard to stay focused on the wrestler you want, which at times can be pretty annoying. But all in all, the pros exceed the cons by miles. This is one game that is a must for your wrestling game collection. Now keep in mind, I have not mentioned all of the positive updates in this game. I've only mentioned the ones that were most important to me. So yeah, that's another review from me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.